Good morning, everybody. I am Kelly Bowker. Welcome to my channel, Present Moment Magic, where we talk about all kinds of things about living a spirit-filled life and a spirit-led life. And I'm on my walk this morning again. I want to talk a little bit about something that might be helpful to others. I know it's been my process, so I thought I would share it. I have posted a video already once about body image and living a life of dieting and exercising to the nth degree and doing it all because of the size of my jeans, not because of health or wellness. And a couple of years ago, I just let that go. It was part of my healing prior to my opening of just saying, this is me. Take me just as I am, and that I don't care how much I weigh or even, what I look like. And now I'm at a point, I'm a couple years in, and I'm realizing that, I'm always talking to everybody about self-love and how to nurture yourself. And it has occurred to me, because of them tapping me on the shoulder and telling me that, hold on just a second, that a very beautiful and kind thing that we can do for ourselves is to nurture our bodies and care for our bodies. And I couldn't really think about that because I have always been so all or nothing when it comes to diet and exercise. And frankly, I was afraid that it would trigger that aspect within me, I got to go on a diet, I got to lose weight, I'm going to start counting everything again, blah, blah, blah. And so I really had a wonderful conversation with one of my new friends yesterday, and she's had much of the same kinds of experience. And it just reinforced where I was already beginning to move. And that is anything we do, it's about the motivation behind it. It isn't what we do. We talk about that all the time. It's how we be. And so to have that talk with my inner child, to say, sweetie, your hips have been really bothering you. And I really think that if we were walking regularly, you wouldn't be suffering with that pain. How about we go for a nice walk this morning? That is so different than, oh my God, I got to get my walk in. If I don't get my steps in, blah, blah, blah. It's a whole different ball game. And it feels so different. And it was the same way. I've kind of had the same thoughts around eating. I'm not going to diet, but I'm talking with my inner child who really likes to cross her arms across her chest and be like, I want what I want when I want it, because I never was able to have it. I shared with you all, hundreds and hundreds, probably thousands of nights putting myself to bed, starving, all because I wanted to fit into that smaller size jean, And I'm not judging anyone that's on that path, not at all. It was what it was. It was part of my evolution and part of my growing. But now it's more like, I'm going to make sure that, just like if I had one of my grandchildren in my house, I'm going to make sure that there's good, healthy snacks available. And then if I want chips, I'm going to have chips. But that I am going to, be a little bit more deliberate in what I consume and doing it with the energy of self-care, self-love, because it's one of the most in your face things we can do for ourselves. And who knows, I'm hoping that the energy of this, the energy of allowing and the energy of nurturing and loving myself through stretching and walking and having good food and having snacks and fun stuff too. Absolutely. I'm not by any means going to not be having my favorite chips. I have to show you my field again, just because I love it. These are apple trees that are down in here. This property belongs to my aunt and uncle. It's so beautiful. A lot of the property around here belonged to the family, which is very cool. Um, my great grandfather owned a good parcel of land in these here parts. So anyway, I wanted to share that. And then there was another thing I wanted to share. I'm going to be very careful with my words because I want to practice what I preach. I had an experience and I had judgments around the experience. And it was followed up with lots of human response of arguing in my head and I wish I'd have said this or that, and anxiety and grief and bad uckiness in my heart because I am an empath and I feel everything. And this morning I was just puttering in the kitchen and they just dropped into my mind that it's not good or bad. It just is. No situation is good or bad through the eyes of source. We've talked about this lots of times. I know that's a very difficult concept. It's a difficult concept for me because when you're experiencing it, it sure as hell feels bad. But that's the human perception of it. And so I asked myself, or I asked the guides this morning, so what is the purpose here? What if I believe, which I do, that everything is working out for my highest good? What is my highest good in this? And the answer that they settled into my heart is it's an opportunity to practice knowing that all is working out for your highest good in whatever way that's going to be. And look at this sky. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my gosh, it's making, I don't know if you guys can see that, but where the clouds are meeting the sky, it looks like a rainbow in my phone. That is so beautiful. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So it's an opportunity to practice that unconditional allowing, unconditional knowing, being. And the other thing that they reminded me of is something that, again, we all know. What is the process of creation? If I want more of that, I should think about it. I should ruminate on it. I should conjure lots of emotion in my heart and my chest about it, because that sure as hell is going to create more of it. I don't want more of it, you know? And I'm like, I know that that is the absolute truth. I know that that's how we create. So when we think of that wonderful situation that happened, the fun interaction, the whatever it is, and we think about that and we ruminate on it and we let those emotions build up inside of us of, oh my gosh, that was awesome and I love that and I want more of that. That's fun. That is the creative process. That absolutely is how we create our world. I can't figure out, I don't know in my heart of hearts why this situation is happening in my life. I don't know. But I know that the only things that I can do is control myself, which I did. And I was happy with how I did that. And I can love. I can love when love isn't earned. I can love when it would be thrown right back at me if it was known. I can do that. And I can do it because I'm connected to an unending source of love. And yeah, that pretty much says it all. Oh gosh. Makes me almost want to cry when I feel that love settle around me, as I hope it's settling around all of you to know how loved and how perfect we are in this moment, and that all of those that are part of creating those unpleasant circumstances, they are all perfect and they are all loved too. And that's a hard knowing. It's a hard knowing. So I don't know what it's all about. And you know what? If we create our own life and our own reality, I don't know why I've created this unrest in my life in this particular situation, but I'm going to do everything I can to remember as often as I can to just sink into the whole situation and just pour beautiful. I'm seeing silver, sparkly, just energy flowing into the situation. And that's what I'm going to do. So, with that, I bid you a good day. Would love to have you subscribe to my channel. Please put questions in the comments. And if I can address them in a walk like this or a video, I will. And I hope you all have a very blessed day. See ya.